We are live. Welcome for the second episode of the Greatness Engineering Hour show today. And after a great conversation with Dr. Alliance, we are actually going now to India. So we were in the US, now we're going to India. We're going to talk to Dr. Supriya. And today it's going to be an inspiring conversation because we will be focusing on becoming the best version of ourselves. So you probably seen Dr. Supriya, around the web, around social media. But just to give you a little bit, of introduction about her, she is the chairperson of Positive Thought Consulting and Training Solution, but she's an international speaker, Toastmaster, communication and leadership coach. She's also a trainer for soft skills. And she's a motivational speaker in general and a very good one. So you'll have the opportunity to know about her. You'll have the opportunity to ask her question, and hopefully you get motivated to be the best version of yourself today. So let us know where you're watching from. And please, make sure you sit tight. And I hope that you have something to write on, a pen and a book or whatever you can have at end so that you can take notes. And hopefully, when we finish the show, implement what will be recommended by Dr. Supriya. But just to remind you, my name is Mireille Tulekima. I am known as the Greatness Engineer, and this show is brought to you by the Mireille Tulekima Global Leadership Organization with some of our supporters, the STEM Queens, the G100, and also the WEDO women organization. So let's go and start this show because I'm ready to get inspired by Dr. Supriya, and I hope that you will be as well. So don't go anywhere. We will just have some music and then start this hopefully inspiring conversation for you. So don't go anywhere. Another episode of the Greatness Engineering Hour show, the show that is brought to you by the Mireille Tulekima Global Leadership Organization.
Real is important is if you just look at the word compassion, when it's behavior, it's something that can be learned, and it is something that we can embody through habits and through our daily actions.
To get this idea that if we interject this wisdom intentionally, I call them needle movers. It's the needle mover that's missing.
Don't deprive the world of your greatness. Please. Don't do that anymore. Dare to excel, dare to be sexy, dare to be you, dare to be the best version of yourself. Impact yourself positively, and from there impact others. And you are not alone.
So, good evening, Dr. Supriya. Welcome to the Greatness Engineering Hour show. It's such a pleasure, and I am excited to have you today, talking about a very, inspiring topic. But before we get to our conversation, I just want you to introduce yourself. Let us know who you are and what are the key things that are important to know about you.
Well, a very, very good evening from India, and thank you, Mirel, for inviting me for your show. That is the Greatness Engineering or show. If I talk about myself, I will say only one line, and that is spread positivity, spread motivation, make your ambience positive, and let's forward in your journey and our journey. Talking professionally about myself, I am an international speaker, soft skill trainer, Toastmaster, and a global motivational keynote speaker, currently associated with a lot of training and development projects, making my life dedicated to educational and training industry. And if I talk about my hobbies, that is reading, writing, listening music, and of course, the best thing is to move on to train people, to educate about themselves, to make them aware what they actually need in life. So that's a small introduction of mine. Over to you.
Yes, that's a very small introduction because I know that there's much more, but just to set the scene, that's more than enough. And we're going to talk about today about becoming the best version of ourselves. And you've just mentioned you are an educator, you are a trainer, you interact with people all the time. So what do you think is important as far as when we really want to grow, we really want to become the best person that we want to? What do you think is the start? Where do we start first, and what is important to maintain this growth?
The best version. It is not a title of any book, or I have Googled it, or got from anywhere. The best version is your experience, which you will make your best. And if a person wants to become the best version, it doesn't mean he should be the best in a professional life or be at the career peak or be the king or a queen in her profession. The best means to be the best in life. The best means when you are knocked down in your life by certain situations and circumstances, you should have that zeal and that electrifying zest so that you can wake up again. Again, you should join your normal life, and again, you should have the potentiality to fight with your adverse, become the master one, and start again in your life. So, that is the best version. And for this best version, if you want others to be the best, you have to be the role model first. You have to be the best, and then only you can teach the rest. So that's all I want to say in this.
And that's important what you saying, because sometimes we have people talking about growth, talking about success, talking about anything that is about personal development, and sometimes they don't actually embody it themselves. So it's important what you said is that you have to be the role model yourself, be the best yourself before you can teach people to be the best. And that's an important step. We have a couple of people. We're just going to say hi. Yes, hi, that's Offer Ali. So hey, welcome. And we also have Shipra. Okay, that's Shipra. So thank you for coming. Please don't hesitate to ask any question, to be part of the conversation, because this show is for you. We bring the best for you to be able to interact with them and to be able to learn from them, and also share with them, because you also, I imagine, have something to share. So my next question, Dr. Supriya, is, obviously we talked about embodying, the being the role model yourself before you can teach it. So one thing that I wanted to ask you, how what were the key challenges, for you to build up to, from scratch to becoming the best version of yourself? What were the challenges, and what were the tools and strategy that help you to actually break through and realize that, yes, I am now, where I want to be. I am the best version of myself for today, at least.
First thing, being a woman is the best version of yourself, where you have to play so many roles in your life. You have to be the best daughter, you have to be the best wife, you have to be the best person. And if I talk about my challenges, then it is going to be not one day. But I have faced, like others, a lot of challenges, a lot of times when I thought that I should give up. It's extreme thing. But in that point, a woman who is inside me, who has motivated me that you can only lift yourself to wake up your dreams, because nobody is not going to push you up in your life. You are the master creator of your own destiny. And until or unless, if you are not knocked down with your adversities, you are not a real person. So in my life, whenever any adversity come or any challenges come, first thing I will say the key points which I follow is to make myself strong. Second thing, I should not take that as a negative thing. Challenges, adversities either will make me or break me. So I follow the first one, that this challenge is going to make me. And what are the opportunities hidden behind this? And love to take challenges, love to roar on my challenges. So, seeing the different perspective, seeing the positive perspective of any challenge, any adversity will enhance your growth, will give you that moral support which nobody can't give you in this world. So I keep enhancing with my problems, with my challenges, and I keep moving forward. And I believe only on one line: nothing can break me except me. Nothing can elevate me except me. And the most important thing is your willpower, your dedication, and your passion and willingness to work that will motivate you lifelong. Yes.
And those are, there are some powerful statement here, as but the key thing is that, it depends on yourself. Whatever happened, it's really about, your reaction. It's really about how you do with it. Are you gonna play the victim, or are you gonna see the opportunity behind what's going on? Are you gonna be make yourself strong, or are you gonna just give up? So you always, in a way, have a choice, and that's the beauty of it at the end of the day, because it's not like you are completely powerless. You have the power, you have you have everything. Yes, it's not easy, but at the end of the day, it's your call, it's your decision. And one thing that, I wanted to ask you, because yes, it all depends on you, but what is the role of other people? Because obviously, when you go through a lot of things, or even when you go through your growth process, there are always external factor that that comes in. So what are the key, I would say the key motivator, external motivator, or the key supporter that you need to have to bring this growth or to bring this virtue to the next level?
Yes, going to the next level is important, but maintaining the zest to go and reach those external factors is most and most important. So, if I talk about my external motivations, so you can say your enhancement, your experiences of the past, which has made you successful. That is the first external motivator you can say. And of course, when you are successful, everybody will come to you. And when you are not a successful person, I mean, you are in your bad stage, then nobody will not ask you. So, this is the true fact of the life. You have to accept this. And external factors can be your positivity, your motivation, your dedication, and of course, great friends that will motivate you, your parents, your role model, your mentors, which will keep pushing you and provoking you to move forward in your life, get the things in a very systematic and advanced manner, and never give up attitude, which you have to develop to get those external factors.
So at the end of the day, it's always about, you try reaching out in a way. So it's your initiative to bring, those those supporters, those mentors, those people that you need around you, and learning and bettering yourself. So it is still, something that needs to be done, but the step is that you do it with them, but you initiate the process. So we gotta have a short break, and we will be back to continue this conversation about becoming the best version of ourselves, which is something that is very important right now. As we see a lot of competition, and we see also a lot of focus on ourselves and bringing this power and this greatness that we have for the best of our life. So don't go anywhere. Today, my guest is Dr. Supriya. She is tuning in from India, and we are talking about, being the best version of ourselves. So we are having a break, and we will be back to continue this inspiring conversation.
The only power people have over you is the power that you give them. Your worth, your value doesn't come from another person. What they say or do, what they do or don't do, doesn't determine your worth. What they give you or don't give you cannot stop your purpose. They're not responsible for your happiness. Quit waiting for people to approve you and start approving yourself. Quit looking to people to make it up to you. Bottom line, nobody owes you anything. You may be in an environment where people have addictions, low self-esteem, depression, poverty. No, that's where you are. That's not who you are. You may be in a limited environment, but you don't have to be of it. Don't let that environment get in you. Don't let that become normal in your thinking. Why don't you take the limitations off yourself? You have so much potential. Break out of that box and try something new. Quit thinking about what you didn't get, what you can't do, how the odds are against you. You have to get rid of the excuses. Don't settle there. Break out of that mold. You have gifts that will cause new doors to open. Nothing will be more sad than to come to the end of life and realize what we could have become. If I'd have just lived with an at-possibility mindset instead of this at-risk mentality. Why don't you start seeing yourself as a barrier breaker, as the exception? You're supposed to stand out. You're supposed to rise higher, to leave your mark on this generation. How you start is not important. How you finish is what matters.
So great, powerful, video. How you start is not important. How you finish is what's important. And we are talking today about becoming the best version of ourselves. And my guest is Dr. Supriya. And Dr. Supriya, I have one question because we've went through the pandemic. There's been a lot of things happening. We've lost things. We've went through a lot of emotion, and some of us actually wanted to completely give up. So I wanted to ask you, as a coach or as a trainer, how do you recover from losing everything and position yourself to be the best version of yourself to actually regain it and become even better? I can't hear you. I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
you've been
yeah.
muted. Okay.
Fantastic question. And I would love to answer this.
Mm-hmm.
When this pandemic started, I was an offline trainer when I used to go outside for my projects, for my coaching, for training, for to the colleges. But when this March 2020 struck the world, even I have not imagined how I'm going to make my assignments, how I'm going to give the trainings, how I'm going to earn. And that was the point where I broke down. I lost my mental peace. You can't be jovial all the time because when things strike in front of you, as a human being, you will think, oh my God. But then and there, I thought, let me have some plan. And I will recommend everyone who is watching this show, whenever dark clouds comes to you, always remember every dark cloud has a silver lining. And that's what happened to me. Then that time I met the virtual platform. But as a new game player, I was not knowing anything about Zoom, about Kahoot, about Mentimeter, about Google platform, and any of the virtual platform. So that was the real challenge for me to learn, but I learned. If there was nobody to make you learn, don't don't give up. I started learning from the YouTube about the Zoom platform, how to schedule the meetings, how to be in your meetings, how to present your PowerPoint presentation, how to catch the clients, and it was a roller coaster ride for me. But I was enjoying my this roller coaster ride because every challenge I was keep on thinking, no, it is not for me to break me. It came in my life to teach me something, to make myself, and to learn something. Because experiences, I tell you, Mirel, are the best teachers. And just not like that, it's written in the book. Something you have to take lessons from your past, from your mistakes. You have to jot down where I am wrong, learn it, frame your strategies from your solutions, and move on. And like that, I just moved on and on and on virtual platform. I kept learning new technologies, kept learning what are the tools are coming, how to update my knowledge, and that's happened just because I never ever give up on my dreams. And that was a motto. I have to become the best version and be a role model to the world. That's the thing which kept me going on and on. Yes,
And you have to motivate yourself. I mean,
definitely.
because it can be it can be really difficult, and
Definitely,
I
when people were there who told me, give up, nothing is going to be on virtual world, just pack it up, pack it to your
Mhm,
career. There were so
mhm,
many people to break me, but then that time I promised myself, I'm not going to break myself. Why should I need to give up? I will find some solution. And definitely, when you're focused on your targets, even the Almighty will give you the solution. This is my own experience, which I am sharing with everyone. And I started getting some of the solution somewhere from somewhere, and I just start forwarded. So that's the thing I can say. Yeah.
Okay, all right. So it's been a roller coaster for a lot, and like you're just mentioning, it is important to continue to motivate ourselves. It is important to also believe that we have something. There's something bigger. And for certain people like us, it's going to be God. For other people, it's something else, because that keeps you grounded, and that keeps you, your optimism high. And just wanted to acknowledge here, there's Sean Hey, Queen Sister, she's here. It doesn't matter the end result, it's very important. That's what count. And also keep going no matter what keep going, because that's actually the drive. You need to have this drive, and keep moving forward, because otherwise it's like as if you've just you just defeated, and you must encourage yourself when no one will. Yes, it is important, and your destiny is bigger than what you see. And that's the thing, as not just focusing on what we see and what we live, looking at more on the dreams that we have, and look at the biggest picture. So I mean, in term of obviously, you readapt yourself. Now there's a lot more going on as well, online, and I see you almost everywhere. You adapted yourself very, very well. So what do you think now is, how do you think the virtual world is affecting the way you're training people, and the tools that you bring to them? How is it different from what you were doing before, to get the best out of people, not doing it virtually?
Yes, superb question. I will say only one thing, that when this virtual world started, the positive thing which I can see as a positive thinker, whether you are in India, whether you're in Australia, whether you are in any part of the world, with this virtual platform medium, now it's very easy for everyone to get on the same platform, to communicate effectively, to learn, share our knowledge. And lot of conferences are going on nowadays. You can check it on your social media, your Facebook. Everything is possible due to this virtual world.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it's not at all impossible to learn any course if you want to enroll yourself in the foreign universities, or the same goes to with the Indian universities. And if I would like to say one suggestion, so many people told virtual world is harmful, laptop gadgets, but it's a way to see the things. How
Mm-hmm.
many hours you are using the platform, that matters. How you are using, that matters a lot. So,
Mm-hmm.
if I will say, taking a knife, cutting your hand and getting the problems, or taking a knife, cutting an apple and eating and make yourself healthy, that totally depends on you. So, how do you take the virtual world? You should leverage the benefits. You should not leverage the negative points of it, and be a positive. thinker, I will advise world to better leverage the good points of virtual world. Learn yourself, enhance your knowledge, because this virtual world is a full of knowledge. If I once open my laptop, it's very, very, hard to shut down, because a lot of informations will come from this side. You have to update your knowledge, technical skills, hard skills, soft skill. So that I can say, learn, 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 and keep moving on. Yeah.
So it's learn, 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 keep moving up, and but there's still a dilemma, because there's so much now, because before, you had like locally, the knowledge was local, you were interacting with people, but now there's so much. So how do you know what's best for you? Because that's also another thing. You can go from one conference to another, one event to another. So how do you focus and making sure that whatever is out there, you actually get the essential for you to go to the next level of your greatness, but to become really the best version of yourself?
Yes. So, to grow up to the next level and to learn something, is you should prioritize your work, what is good for you. Because you can only know what is better and what is not good. So, what I do for myself, I will prioritize my work in my diary, or you can do say to-do list, and I will keep chalking out, yes, this has to be done in this particular of time, because time management is very, very important. Because of this time management, you're gonna miss everything or you're gonna gain everything. Time management, prioritize to your work, prioritize your conferences, because there are so many things and you cannot get into every conference. So, what is good for your knowledge? What is good for your subject? What is good for your domain? That you should prioritize it, make the good time management, and accordingly, you should move on and enhance it. What I do usually. That's the secret I am telling to you.
So the prioritizing is even more important now, because with everything that we have, all the choices, it is important to, which means that you need to know what you're looking for. Because
Yeah.
if you don't know what you're looking for, you start to go everywhere and you don't really gain, you don't gain from all those events and all this learning that you want to go to. So we're gonna have a break, and we'll be back to continue the conversation, and just to a little bit more know about what is the process, because I think sometimes when we talk about becoming the best version of ourselves, it's important to know, is there a process? Is there, a template or a blueprint? So something that, people can stick to, or some principle. But we'll talk about it after this break. So don't go anywhere. We are today in the presence of Dr. Supriya, and we're talking about becoming the best version of ourselves. So we are back. We are back with Dr. Supriya, and as you could see from the video, it's been a while, 3 years now that we've been going at it, and more than 225, guests. So really happy to keep going and to keep learning. And today we are with Dr. Supriya, and we are focusing on how to become the best version of ourselves. And like, I was mentioning before the break, so when we talk about becoming the best version of ourselves, what does it mean? Is there a process? Is there a blueprint? Is there, something that someone can take and follow, and it will help them to become the best version of yourself? What do you think about all of this, Dr. Supriya?
Best version, blueprint, strategy are all one. And if I give my example, the blueprint or the strategy which I follow for myself is to make me the best, but how? And the process, the secret says only one thing. First, I have to be disciplined in my life. And if I want to train others to be successful, to be a better version, first I have to be the better version. And for that, the process is simple. You have to be first a disciplined person, not only for your professional life, but also for your personal life. Professional, personal, or whatever it is, first thing matters for you to be successful is your health. That what I focus is more, because health is wealth and it cannot be purchased from market. And if your health is not there, definitely you can't progress in your life, you can't attain success, you cannot work. So be a disciplined person first. Take care of your health, then only you can take care of your wealth. Prioritize your work, and you should not take work as a load or compile of all the work, but instead work should be worship, work should be enjoyed from the bottom core of your heart. And some people feel, they will complain about work pressure and all, and I am amazed, how can your work which you love as a passion can be a boring for you? Not at all. Only when you think it's a pressure or boring, then you are not loving your work. So in order to be a best version, you have to love your work, you have to be passionate about it. And when you're passionate about your work, definitely, obviously, and automatically, the success will keep following you. The success will follow you. You need not to run after success. But when you give up your best in your profession, in your career, definitely you're going to be the shining star. Respect others, love humanity, spread positivity, and try to train your mind to see positivity in every negative situation. There are some people who will see negative in every positive situation. So don't follow that. Rather than see positive in every negative situation. And that's what makes you the best version. And that's the, you can say, the strategy or blueprint I can tell to you. It's very simple. It's a layman language. I have explained it to you. So
Yes.
move on and grasp it.
Yes, definitely grasp it. Whoever is listening, I encourage you to grasp it. This is, really simple thing that you can implement. So be disciplined, take care of your health, love and be passionate about what you do, about your work, and see positivity in everything. Even if you are in a negative or a challenging situation, try to find the opportunity into all of this, because there is always an opportunity. So take notes and share this blueprint with others. that was shared with us, Dr. Supriya. And we have Dragon. Dragon is watching, and he has few comments here. You're the best. So some encouragement, and the best speaker. Definitely, we can see it, and also, and so enjoying basically the conversation and whatever you're sharing, which is, good nuggets and things that people can practice at any moment. There's nothing really difficult into all of this. So I mean, you've laid up, this blueprint, and which is, caster stone, and really, a diamond for becoming the best version of ourselves. But one question that I have, it's one thing to get and become the best version of yourself, but how do you stay there, and how do you continue sustain, this excellence, sustain this greatness, keep things going? Because it can actually, I see a lot of people, especially with school, they graduate, and they think, okay, I've arrived, that's it, I'm there. And we see it as well in the professional environment, where people get promotions, and then they get to the promotion that, a high position, and they're like, okay, that's it, I'm the best, I'm where I am. So how do you continue to grow, and you advise on, when we see those kind of attitudes?
Very, very informative question and insightful question you have asked, Mirel. I will say only one thing if I see my example.
Mhm.
As a person, I am never a satisfied person with my work. I want new experiments in my life because I always want a new thing, a new creativity. How can I make it best? How can I be the best? And what are the gaps which I find in my work, or you can say my speaking? So that and there, it's a blueprint strategy I'm explaining to you. Find your gaps and start work on that particular moment, because there is never a tomorrow. When once you are aware of your negativity or gaps or areas of improvement, just make it that time. And you should never ever be a full stop to your journey. Keep on and on, because your journey is just like a universe, and you have to explore all the opportunities in your life. And when you love your opportunities, there is a way, you can say immeasurable way, you will keep moving on and on and on and on. And as
Mhm.
you said about the college where people say, I'm the best, I am satisfied. So that is not the satisfaction to your work. Because as a person, which I say about myself, I am never a satisfied soul with my work, because my work has to keep on experimenting, keep on going. What are the nuggets? What are the golden nuggets which I can make it up, which I can enhance it, which I can grow it up, and I can present to the world in a very beautiful, systematic, and in a very healthy manner. So that's keep me going on and on. And I will say, just to exploration in your work, keep experimenting with your work. That's make you the best version, and that's push you above in your life. Yes.
Yes, so it is something very important to share. And like, I mentioned before, some people think that, being the best version of ourselves is a destination, when it is a journey. Like you said, we have to keep experimenting. We have to keep, growing, identify our gaps, and try to fill those gaps when we identify them, and keep, going to the next level. It's not a limited process. And we might be the best today, but tomorrow, if we don't grow, we're not the best anymore. So it is really about continuing to search, for this power and this, this, greatness that we have, and get it out as we can, because it is unlimited. So we're gonna have another break, and then we come back to get your message, the key message that you want to audience to live with, because there've been some powerful sharing, and it's always important to have like something that will remain, in our head, especially for us on that part of the world. It's night time, so before we go to bed, we can get, this positive and great message engraved into our mind. And that's an important thing. So don't go anywhere. We are going to have another break, and we will be back for the message of for the audience from Dr. Supriya. So don't go anywhere. We are getting ready. So with Dr. Supriya, and we've been talking about becoming the best version of ourselves. We got a blueprint from Dr. Supriya, and now before we leave the platform, Dr. Supriya, what do you think we should, as far as becoming the best version of ourselves? What do you think is the key message that you want to leave us with?
Yes, Morel, the key message or the thing which I want to share with my audience is never ever lose your confidence, because confidence is the key to success. Confidence doesn't mean when the things are in favor of you, that time you will say, oh, I am so confident. But when the situations, when the circumstances are against you, that time you should say, yes, I have the best confidence and I'm not gonna lose it in any condition. Second thing, never ever give up on your dreams, that goals, that motto should be live in you to make you, to give you a life in certain situations. And third key message, which I want to say, only my favorite, maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, maybe not the other month, but one thing is sure and one thing is true, that I'm going to be the champion one day. That's the key message I want to give to the world. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Powerful key message, powerful statement. And I hope the audience, you get it. Never ever lose your confidence. Your confidence is everything. And don't give up on your dreams. Own your dreams, and make sure that you continue to grow as an individual, and you continue to reach the next level as far as it's concerned. And we bring you the best. And today again, we brought you a champion who has been able to share the blueprint and a message of hope, and a message of excellence for you to, and use those methods, use those tools that she shared, and use those blueprints for you to bring your life to the next level, for you to be able to get to to make your dreams a reality, for you to be able to make sure that you are the most confident person in the room each time you go somewhere, and for you to understand that you are unlimited, you but yourself. So thank you, Dr. Supriya, for this amazing conversation. But before we leave, how do people connect with you?
The people, I get different type of things, and the people can connect with me in a positive manner, and the whole world can get connected to me on social media with their positivity, with their emotions, with their inquiries, and I'm there to support them in all the way. You can find me on LinkedIn, you can find me on Facebook, and the thing is, happy to help others, happy to get the things in a very good manner and right track to the people, to motivate them, to wipe their tears, to bring them smile on the face, and there they can find me everywhere. Thank you so much.
You are welcome. You are most welcome. And I hope that you've got all the information here. You can connect with Dr. Supriya everywhere. But she's on Facebook, she's on LinkedIn. But she just declared to any connection, and especially when it comes down to know more about becoming the best version of yourself, she'll be able to share more. Obviously, in an hour or so, it's very difficult to be able to share everything. But make sure you connect with her, make sure you reach out to her, so that you can know more and learn more. And that's really what it's all about. And share, please share this message. And this there's been a lot that's been shared by Dr. Supriya. And share with your network, share with the people you think need to hear this message, this inspiring conversation. And make sure that you connect back to Dr. Supriya. So it has been an amazing conversation, Dr. Supriya. Thank you for your time, and thank you for always being, there, and the champion that being the champion that you are, always be able to inspire people across here in Australia, but all over the place where we are broadcasting. So thank you so much, and have a great weekend. And we're staying connected anyways. So for the audience, we will be back for another episode of the Greatness Engineering Hour show on Monday. And on Monday, we will be going to the Netherlands. So we're going to Europe. It is the first time actually that we're going there. We had some Dutch people, but it's the first time that we're going to the Netherlands. And my guest will be the dream expert, and we're going to talk about create a strong foundation in your business and in your team. So you don't want to miss this one. There's going to be some gift shared by Ricardo, and he is also a very high intensity and good energy type of person. So you will definitely enjoy this one. So for now on, it is bye bye.
Thank you so much.
And
Bye
I
bye.
see you on Monday for Ricardo. So bye bye with Ricardo. Bye bye, Dr. Supriya, and enjoy, the rest of your day. Take care.
Thank you so
Bye.
much. Bye bye.